If you learn to be more present, you will become the most powerful man in any room. You will be more attractive to girls because presence in a relationship is vital and they will feel your clear mindedness and total dedication to them. It's attractive to guys as well, guys you want to network with, because they will see how laser sharp your focus is and how your mind is clear when you're speaking to them and conveying your thoughts. It will serve you in your work, your purpose, because you can work with little to no distraction and work arguably less hours than others, but get 10 times more of the result. Now, how did I learn this secret power? I'm going to talk to you from what I started with and what other tricks I've learned as well. Little soul hints. So the most obvious thing that you see online with self-improvement YouTubers is meditation, mindfulness meditation. Now, to any regular person, any regular individual, they think meditation is just going om for hours on end. That is a form of meditation, but mindfulness meditation is as simple as this. You close your eyes, you focus on breathing, you get a thought, you acknowledge that you're thinking, and then you focus on the breath again. And it's this instant loop. Now, the most frustrating thing about this, no matter how simple it is that you have the people saying, it doesn't work for me, and you've got the people that will never try it, alright? The people who will never try it is where you'll suggest a solution to this problem. Someone will be complaining about you about how they've got no focus, my ADHD's all over the place, and you know the exact diagnosis, you know the exact solution, cure to their problem. You tell them to reduce their screen time, you tell them to reduce their stimulation, and you tell them to start meditating. Oh, I can't do that because my work is on my phone. Oh, I can't do that because I haven't got a spare 15 minutes to do anything. Get up your screen time. Get up your screen time. See how many hours. I'm sure you can take not even 15 but 5 minutes out of your day to become more present. Oh, meditation didn't work for me because I started thinking about other things. That is the point. To become more present, you have to acknowledge your unpresence. You have to acknowledge that you're thinking, because becoming present, you transition into that state because you weren't present. You can't suddenly just be present all the time. You have to go from being unpresent to present. And that's how we become present. That is the act of transitioning into a present state. You realize that you're thinking about other stuff, and then you're back into the room. You're focusing on your breath. You're looking at that poster on your wall. You're thinking about getting water. This is what presence is. It is not the absence of unpresence. It is simply transitioning into a state from unpresent to present. And that's what we need. Don't be discouraged when you're meditating or trying to focus on something that you're getting thoughts on of other stuff. That is good. That is the point. That is your training ground. All you need to do is be thinking for however long it is, maybe 30 seconds of this thinking. You realize you're thinking, and then you focus back on your breath, back onto your work, back onto the person that's talking in front of you and maintaining that strong eye contact. This is what meditation is. It's not about just sitting down, going, oh, trying to achieve enlightenment like I thought it was when I was 8 years old. It is about training your focus. And I hear so many excuses. Like I said, people say, oh, I don't have time to do that. Everyone has a spare 5 minutes. I don't care who you are. You have a spare 30 seconds in any day. It doesn't matter how busy you are. It doesn't matter if you're flipping the president of the United States. You've got a spare 30 minutes. You've got a spare 30 seconds to improve your consciousness and improve your presence. And what else I hear is people just, they love to complain. They love to blame external things out of their control. Oh, I've got ADHD. Oh, I struggle focusing. Oh, I've tried this before, but it didn't work. Excuses. Probably people haven't even tried. They just think that they're lumbered with this condition or whatever it is, and they don't think they can improve upon it. Or they just don't listen to you. And this is why I've stopped giving people advice in person. You know, they'll tell me something and I'll feel the need to say it, but A, they didn't ask for my advice, and B, they're not really going to take it. So I've just stopped doing that. It's just not fruitful. It's not helping anyone, especially not me. I just get annoyed. But the second way that I learned to be more present, subscribe, and I'll tell you. Haha. No, come on. I'm not about that, guys. But you should subscribe. The second way that I learned to be more present, and this was actually before I even knew meditating, mindfulness meditation was a thing, was simply doing nothing. Sitting in my room and just looking around at the things that were in front of me. Not a thought in my mind. Just looking at my Bruce Lee poster, looking at my TV. There's nothing on it, it's just a black screen. Looking at my wooden floorboards, looking at my teacup that I forgot to take downstairs. Still got the tea bag in it, bit rank. Just looking around at all of these things and just initializing. Because I get annoyed, right, when being on my phone. I get frustrated with myself. I acknowledge that I'm scrolling, which again is a lost art. A lot of people just doom scroll. I see so many people around me who are just on their phones. Like, I'll be the only one not on my phone. And I'm like, guys, can we just have a conversation? Can we just have that kind of stimulation? That is 10 times better than the stupid videos you're watching. And it is really sad, to be honest. But if you're watching this video, I can tell that there's hope for the future. That you are an individual who is learning how to become more present. That is fantastic. And if you've made it this far in the video, I respect you. But the act of doing nothing, literally just maybe sitting in a chair, just like staring at the ceiling, staring at your wall. Not only does it allow you to become more present in the moment, but it's sort of like clearing the recycling bin of your mind, right? You can go through all the thoughts you've had for the day. You can finally think about that project that you're wanting to start. And just staring at your wall without stimulation, it's like you're removing the numbness and allowing for true feeling and clarity. Because that's what stimulation is. It's just numbing your brain. You're just absorbing instead of outputting. You're receiving so much input, but there's no output. You're not creating. You're not allowing your mind to do what a mind's supposed to do. It's crazy that this day and age I have to remind people to use their brains correctly, but this is what we've come to, I'm afraid. And the key to being mindful is often to just allow the mind to do its thing, to do nothing, to stare at your wall, to just think about your day with fondness, think about your memories. Allow the movie of your life to play in your mind without some stupid soundtrack in the background or some adverts playing. Come on, you know what to do. And then there's other sub things like, I rarely listen to music in the gym, and a lot of guys like, they're completely dependent on it. I find it amusing that there's just guys. I remember one of my friends saying like, oh, this is going to be the worst gym session ever. I forgot my headphones. And it's like, I understand that music is, of course, a very positive thing. And it can fuel your gym sessions. But I often get my best ideas and feel the best mind-muscle connection and feel my muscles growing the most when I'm not being stimulated by some anime soundtrack. I feel great. And of course there is, gym music playing, but I'm not really listening to the music. I'm just looking around at the people. I'm waiting for my 2-minute rest to be up. And I also see it in the street. Like, fair enough, okay, you can listen to music in the gym, but there's people who are in the street who are listening, like they've got massive headphones on, they're in public transport. And not only is that like dangerous because someone could rob you easily and you just have no idea what's going on because you've got this stupid, whatever people listen to, new Kendrick Lamar track playing in your headphones. It's also just, you lose the ability to notice the little things, and that's often what makes life fruitful, is just noticing, I don't know, that mother pushing her kids in the pram and the kid is smiling back. Nothing's really going on. The kid's just smiling. You notice a squirrel grab a little sandwich that someone's left on a picnic table and run up a tree filled with delight because of this great food it's found. You notice the birds just soaring in a beautiful formation in the sky. You notice the little cracks in the pavement where flowers are starting to sprout up for it and little strands of grass. You notice this beautiful architecture around you and think of the passionate and strong men. I've just dropped my USB stick on the floor. You think of the passionate young men, centuries ago possibly, who built these beautiful monuments, who were working hard to provide for their families. This is the kind of stuff that you think about, which may sound crazy to you, but this is the kind of stuff that you think about when you become more present. When you become a man, become this clear-minded individual who is simply viewing the world not through screens, not through virtual reality, but through actual reality. Not through some artificial bilge that someone else has made for him, but for his own mind that he's making for himself. That is wonderful. That is fantastic. That is... There's no word to describe how amazing that is. You have the ability to perceive the world any way you want and realize the marvel of this notepad around me, how someone constructed this, how they programmed a machine to make this, how someone made this pen, how someone constructed this computer, how someone's made and thought of this microphone I'm speaking into. Not only does becoming more present make you a killer when it comes to social skills, when it comes to business, it makes you a happy, gratified, and fulfilled individual who lives like humans should do. Woo! I hope you've enjoyed this video, boys. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. The most godly of blessings upon to you. See you in the next one. God bless. And as always, you take a very good care of yourself.